Chris Cuomo has been suspended by CNN, and the question I'm asking is, who saw this coming? Welcome to Escaping the Echo Chamber. The reason why I'm asking that question isn't because CNN's suspension of Chris Cuomo is a horrible overreaction. The reason why is because I didn't think that CNN would actually do what they should have done a long time ago. But to be fair, CNN was a willing party to this nonsense to begin with. Chris Cuomo's involvement in his brother's scandals were known. At that point, CNN had said, oh yes, we know this, and he really shouldn't have done that, but they took no further action. So it looked like this was just going to be swept under the rug. However, Trish James had other plans. On Monday, Trish James released more information about the scandal and about Chris Cuomo's role in the scandal. Oh, I probably should be more specific about which scandal. Because if you're not familiar with it, Andrew Cuomo has had multiple scandals. If we go back years ago, he had created this commission to investigate corruption in New York State, the Moreland Commission. When the Moreland Commission said, hey, what about you? That's when he says, okay, commission's over, everybody's out. Everybody out. Shut down the investigation, shut down the Moreland Commission. That's done. No corruption here. I guess they didn't find anything. But we fast forward to 2020, where Andrew Cuomo was being hailed as the hero of the pandemic. The contrast to the dependable and reliable contrast to Donald Trump's ineptitude. One slight problem. Andrew Cuomo had the second worst numbers from COVID in the country. The second worst numbers. Nonetheless, the media had created this image of Andrew Cuomo, and it was helped by Chris Cuomo, who, together with his brother, they did a little variety show, reality show, periodically, these clips that would go back and forth. It was just so relatable, so authentic. It was just amazing. It really warmed your heart. But then stuff started coming out about how horrible a job Andrew Cuomo had actually done throughout this pandemic. Like taking people who had tested positive for COVID-19 and who had the disease and putting them in nursing homes. Now, why is that a problem? Well, let's take a look at COVID-19. Who is most at risk from COVID-19? Elderly people. So, taking people that have the disease, that have this highly contagious, potentially fatal disease to elderly people, and putting them in places where many elderly people reside, probably wasn't the best idea. Probably. After many deaths ensue, Andrew Cuomo has decided to change the numbers, fudge the numbers, to obscure the actual death toll that he oversaw. In addition to that, a young lady, Lindsay Boylan, comes forward and says, hey, Andrew Cuomo sexually harassed me when I worked for him, and that's why I'm glad I don't work for him anymore. Horrible person. People come out, hey, she's running for office. She's just trying to get attention for her run. Other people, no, this is Andrew Cuomo. He could never do this. This is our king. Lindsay Boylan says, oh, by the way, there's other women, a lot of other women. They'll be coming forward. People says, there's nobody. Look, do you hear anybody? And for some time, nobody else said anything. And then other women started coming forward. A lot of other women started coming forward. And it resulted in an investigation. Attorney General Letitia James actually started looking into it. And one of the things she found, aside from all of these women who were coming forward, was Chris Cuomo had actually had a part in helping his brother navigate the scandal. When this information came out, people were like, wait a minute, that's really sketchy for a journalist who's supposed to be covering information to be a part of the story. And Chris Cuomo says, hey, I put my family first. CNN said, yeah, we can understand it. But Chris, don't do that again. And that seemed that was going to be it. However, Tish James, who, by the way, has decided that she is going to be running for governor in 2022, which is a move that has irritated Andrew Cuomo. And he, from the sidelines, is throwing shots at Tish James, talking about, oh, that's the reason why she came after me, just so that she could get my job. The simple fact is, Tish James decided, okay, since you decide to continue to come after me, let me just reveal some more information. Let me just do some more transparency. Let me provide the public with some more transparency. And oh yeah, here's some more information on Chris Cuomo. At this point, Chris might be saying to Andrew, why did you just shut up? Just shut up. Leave her alone. If she's going to run, it's over. You're not running for governor. Shut up. Stop talking. I don't know if that's the conversation, but that's my reenactment of what possibly could have been happening, what possibly could be happening behind the scenes between Chris and Andrew Cuomo. One of the things that came out was Chris Cuomo not just engaging in strategy sessions, actually saying, hey, I'm going to use contacts and sources to gather information on these women. I'm going to see if there's any other woman in the woodworks and try to cut them off at the pass. At this point, you got to realize that these people that the media keeps painting as heroes are often absolute, utter scumbags. What they were going to do, and what he attempted to do, was use his platform, despite the fact that he says, oh, I'm not going to cover the story. I'm going to use my connections to influence and change the story in your favor. But then he's sitting there saying, oh, I'm not going to cover it. Despite the fact that in 2020, he had Chris Cuomo had Andrew Cuomo on, and they did their little song and dance, their little variety show routine, frequently to make him look like, at one point people were talking about Andrew Cuomo running for president of the United States. They're not talking about that now. But this is what the media has done. This is the power of the media. And this is where we find Chris Cuomo now on the outside looking in. But the question is, will Chris Cuomo actually be fired? He's been suspended. I don't think he's going to be fired. But hey, I didn't think they were going to suspend him either. I think they're going to wait for the things to cool down. And I think that Chris Cuomo may be having that conversation with Andrew Cuomo. Shut up. Listen, leave her alone. Don't say anything else about Tish James. Leave her alone. Shut the hell up. This is my job, man. This is my job. If he's not having that conversation, maybe he should be having that conversation with his brother. And so now we have new details, new information that Andrew Cuomo is under federal investigation. The feds are now looking at him. I don't know where this is going to go, if this is, a formality, if this is actually going to attempt to uncover actual information, but we're waiting to see what happens and see where this heads. As always, don't forget to give me the thumbs up, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you disagree, if you think, no, Chris Cuomo's been slandered, then this is wrong, this is a witch hunt, somebody needs to save Chris Cuomo. If you feel that way, go ahead and give me the thumbs down. By the way, since YouTube has decided to do this nonsense with the dislike button, if you give me the thumbs down, also go down to the comment section and write dislike. Dislike, write it in the comment section so that way publicly it can be known as well as to me. Thank you for checking out this episode. I'll see you next time.